All right, we're live here in the room again. We're live here in the room again at Music Highway. And we had a little contest. What day was that, on the 22nd? No, the 16th.
I think it was the 16th.
It was the 16th. So February 16th, we had a little contest. And what we did was we had poets come to the art show and pick out they came and picked out a piece of art to write about. And then we had a little contest, and the winner of the contest is here in the room with me now. Welcome, Christina Cantu.
Hello.
Thanks for coming in, man.
Thanks for having me.
Your poem, I think it really moved everyone in the room on the 16th, so we decided to bring you in and have you on air. And maybe you could read the poem for me. You want to read the poem that you wrote about, and do you remember the name of the picture?
I believe the name of the picture was called Hands.
Hands, okay.
Yeah.
All right, so the picture was hands, and I think that was Teresa's piece, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So Teresa Staley, it was her piece, but Teresa isn't here today. We were hoping to have her in the studio on air with us, but she's not here today. But the poet who wrote about this piece of art called Hands is here, and that's who I'm talking to now in the studio. So do you mind reading that for us online real quick?
Sure.
Awesome. And this is called Hands?
Yes, it's called Hands.
Awesome.
Sometimes when I look down at these two hands, I'm not sure what it is I see. Two hands for giving and receiving, two hands for helping and healing, two hands for holding and loving, two hands for hitting and cutting, two hands for reaping and sowing, or two hands for teaching and growing. The hands of a mother meant to bring life, the hands of a builder, a partner, a wife, the hot hands of a lover, two cold hands of the dead, the hands of a leader, or a coward's instead. Sometimes when I look down at these two hands and I'm not sure what it is I see, I put these two hands together and then it's revealed to me.
Wow. Isn't that totally awesome? Wow, I totally love that poem. I voted for you. I have to admit, I did. I think they gave us a chance to vote differently, but I did vote for your poem, and I'm glad that you won.
Thank you.
I think you brought us something else to read too.
Yeah, I have.
Awesome.
I have a few options here.
I'd like to hook you up too with Houston Hot Poets, and maybe you can be a part of what they do here every month.
Okay, very cool.
She was just in the room, but as soon as we get out of this room, I'll introduce you to her too. Kelly Ellis is in charge of the poets.
Okay, I met her actually. She hugged me on the way in.
Awesome.
Yeah,
there's a lot of hugging going on.
Yeah.
There's a lot of hugging going on here.
So
what is this poem called?
This poem is called I Cry, and it's a baby I, just like iPhone,
awesome.
everything these days. And actually, I was on Facebook at the time when I got the idea for it, and it was because of an article that I read. I'm kind of into technology, and
right.
The article really sort of forced me to think and evaluate kind of how much time I put in and what is represented. So this was kind of inspired by that.
Let's hear that one.
I Cry. I read an article yesterday that said that we have left the information age and entered the experience age. It said, accumulation manifests in a digital profile where my identity is the sum of all the information I saved. It said that I am my addiction. Alternative fact or fiction. It said that I am my Facebook profile. It said that I am the sum of my clicks, my likes, my shares, my apps, my pics, my random cat videos, and the posts I'm tagged in that remind me that Jesus loves me. If an action happens, but when it actually happens, there's no snapping or hashtagging or posting or updating, emoji loving or hating, does it still happen? And does it count? And I know it's a technological black hole, time warp, blurred lines, and warped minds where we go from hunchbacks to six-packs or vice versa, so we're worse off. What I wonder is Fakebook a window to my soul or a gateway to my soullessness? The soul's a miss, lost to scrolls and clicks, one waiting room at a time. Is interacting too hard for you? Are relationships just too personal? Well, it just so happens that there's an app for that. I text, I call, I wait. I phone, I chat, I date. I pick, I stalk, I hate. I wink, I fuck, I mate. And I'm irate, 'cause I'm still not sure that I relate. And at the end of the day, when I think hard and long that my legacy, my story, my song can be all summed up and thumbed up, but really summed down and dumbed down into a teeny tiny chopped up, botched up, and probably cropped up, photoshopped up fraction of my reality, chopped up to what little I choose to let you see of me. It's disappointing. You may think that it's insane in my brain to refrain from updating, but I refuse to be reduced to a sad recluse, a sad shell hanging from a USB noose. And if you think that you don't have any narcissistic tendencies, that can't be. Do you really think that there's no hype when I'm fishing for likes, my description, the depiction of me that I want you to see, but I can't be too free because too much me? Well, that'd just be silly. Is it really sad that I have to add a filter to all this unfiltered beauty so that you don't see through me to the first 19 attempts to make you think that I woke up like this? To sum it up, and so you'll understand me, I choose to use the international symbol of sadness and pain, an itsy bitsy, teeny weeny, yellow, tear dotted, frowny faced emoji, because that's what I now use when I cry.
Oh, that was awesome.
Thank
All
you.
right. Well, thank you so much for coming in.
Yeah.
Do you have a page where we can find your stuff?
Actually, the page that I have on Facebook is more for my jewelry.
Right.
And the other random products that I...
Okay, but they can find you on Facebook if they want to ask about your poetry?
Metamorphic Designs.
Okay, can you spell that?
I hope I can. METAMORPHICDESIGNS.
All right. So the listeners can find you there, and I'm sure you'll have some people asking you about your poetry. It was really great. Thank you for coming to Rockstar, the gallery on the 16th, and being in the contest. We really appreciate it. How did you find out about us?
I found out about it through the Houston Press, actually.
Oh, through the Houston Press. Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, thanks. That's a shout out to the Houston Press for getting people out here to Rockstar for us. We really appreciate the Houston Press and all that they do for us here. And thank you so much for coming in. It was great meeting you in person, Christina.
Likewise. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, you were just listening to Christina Cantu. She's an amazing, amazing, amazing poet, and we hope to get her back here at Rockstar again.